Hey there, Angel of Galaxy, back with some more channeled messages. Hope you're doing fine and you're well. I just want to say a Happy New Year to all who are clicking on now. Remember, these videos are timeless, so whether you're watching this at the end of the year or now, you know, there's no time in the spirit world, so things can happen. So, you know, just go back and watch over my other videos because you never know. There could be something in one of them. Now remember, just because the thumbnail has a certain picture on it, these are varied. So whether it be about Christmas, it's not all about Christmas. You know what I mean? Anyway, just like to thank you for clicking on my new channel. Any support is always much appreciated. Please like, subscribe, comment. And if these messages reach you loud and clear, then I've really done my job. Now, if YouTube are not pushing you and you're new, it can be quite difficult to get those algorithms going. So if you want to support my channel and you want to see more content, then please subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers and old and followers, or anyone who clicks on my channel. Very much appreciated. Remember, spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. These messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be their love lost one, or a situation around you or them. You just may be that heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine feminine and masculine. So please take it as it resonates. Right, let's go. I think I'm quite far away from the camera at the moment, so hope you can see my ball. Probably not. My chair doesn't push that far under the desk, so just we'll see. We'll try to work it all out anyway. All right. So my first soul, as this soul's coming in, I'm feeling a lot of kindness. Oh, someone who didn't have much hair on his head, and he would most likely comb over a little bit on top. He's telling me to keep him warm. Not that it really did. He would have had blue or grey coloured eyes. Oh, okay. I'm not sure why, but I just see this pond with ducks in it. So this could be a memory of somewhere you would frequent together. Yeah, feels very peaceful. It's not a huge area though, so wherever that is, but there's some lovely memories there. Could even be an ice cream van. There's a lot of countryside around it though, this particular place. Remember now, souls piggyback on one message, so sometimes, you know, names and dates may not mean anything to you, but if the message really reaches you, then this could be your soul in the spirit world. Not your soul, but you know, people who knew you, your mum, your dad, or whoever has crossed, who wants to get a little message in there, you know, get a little elbow in there, you know, reach out to you. Anyway, my ears have started to ring as well. Well, being clairaudient, that happens a lot, but it could be relevant because it's happening just now. So with this message, I have the initials R and X, M and V, R and M, V and M, X and V. Now, you can mix and match them like I've tried to, but these could be relevant. There could be people watching, people who've crossed over, people around you. Could be the shopkeeper even, but sometimes spirit just give us certain people. I don't know why, don't ask me. And the 23rd of a month could be significant, or an age, 23. Door number, take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else to enjoy. Now I have the name Bill, who became ill in his early 60s. Initially it manifested itself as headaches and tiredness, but he shunned suggestions that he should go to the doctors. Ostrich, is it an ostrich that sticks their head in the, yeah. That's coming to mind, I don't know. Okay, right, trigger warnings. This lady had found her man passed over when she returned. Devastating, as they were best friends since childhood. All right. I've just seen an orb pass as well. Okay. It turned much more than that, she's telling me, in their 20s. I guess comfortable, loving and mutual admiration would describe our union. Sorry, just before I hadn't turned the sound on my okay. Alright. That might mean something to somebody, not turning the sound on something, turning the sound down. Or not being able to hear spirit because they're not listening properly. She's telling me you were like an old pair of socks in a nice way. True love is a pair of socks. You've got to have two, and they've got to match. And I've just heard a cat's bell ring outside as well, so that could be relevant to somebody too. Take it as it resonates. Wants to address the fact that he was keen on getting married, but you were never really interested, as you thought it would ruin everything. I don't know why, but yeah. Says he would bring it up a lot, but you always shrugged it off. In a nice way, of course. Oh, bless. You always thought you didn't need that piece of paper between you. Okay. He's talking about how happy he is, that you have a second chance at happiness. And he's aware of the discussions about tying the knot. He feels that this time you are ready, as it will give you more security. And after my loss, that is totally understandable. I really give my blessing, he's saying. It does not upset me, so don't think it does, or disrespect my memory. And it definitely does not betray me. He's quite passionate about this. He's saying he knew what we had and how important we were to each other, even now. But when we pass over, we do not feel negative emotions like jealousy. We just want our loved ones to be happy, I truly do. And if someone else is making that happen, then I'd be more than ecstatically happy for you to go ahead. In fact, I'll give you away, in a nice way, of course. Smiling and laughing. It would have been a character that was a bit of a joker for sure. Like to creep up on people being silly as well for some reason. I can see him running down a corridor and then just jumping on someone's back, a friend maybe. Yeah. His clothes would have been casual, but when he dressed up he'd have been smart. Oh, don't know why, but I'm hearing John Denver. Okay, I think that's a singer, is it? Maybe. So it may have some relevance. Or he just might have had the name John Denver, lived in Denver, or Denver could have been a last name, as I said. It doesn't have to be this person, but it could have some relevance. Okay, so okay, 1970s. Take that as it resonates. It could be somebody who's 19 or somebody who's 70, or 70 years could mean something to you, or 19 years. Alright, and he wants to leave it at that. Any name or names, please? Mary, I'm hearing Mary, but that doesn't have to be. As I say, take it as it resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Alright, so it's a tiny little poem or words. Grief never ends, but it changes. It's a passage, not a place to stay. Grief is not a sign of weakness, nor a lack of faith. It is the price of love. Lovely. So I'm into my next channeling, come on. Alright. So this loved one's playing a song in my head. She can tell by your eyes you've probably been crying, and the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you since her departure. So this song could really mean something to somebody. You know, we all have these songs, don't we, that just bring back memories of people at that time, especially if you're in love with someone, you know. She recognises you don't want to talk about her death, as it broke your heart. But if you stay there just a little bit longer, if you stay there deep in heartbreak, and with the passing of time, it will be harder to listen or heal her heart. I'm sending signs and messages, so please open up. You gotta want to hear it, you know. If something frightens you, you don't want to see that person, or that spirit I should say, then say so. Ask them, you know, be clear. And also it's a good idea to make a time for this to happen, so that that person will know, that soul will know when to come back. Alright? So there's a reference to trying to conceal the heartbreak. Knows it feels hard for you to stand all alone. Asking if the shadow would hide the colours of my heart. Blue for the tears, black for the night's fear. It saddens her to see you struggle with nightmares and wake, hoping this was all a terrible dream. I remember when I've lost people and you wake up in the morning and that's if you've managed to get off to sleep, and you think, was it just a dream? I hope so. And then it hits you, doesn't it? No, it wasn't. There's that horrible void. Firstly, she's telling me that bottling up your emotions is never good for your physical and mental health. It can lead to negative emotions like anger and anxiety. And these problems only grow when you leave them to fester. So it is never good to bottle things up. It will help to go and see family members and allow them to find a solution, a person, a way to move forward. All right. So she's saying that you were someone who would bury your head in the sand, unlike her, who would face things head on. You would often commend her for her strength through difficult times. We all deal with that in different ways. Some people don't go into shock till later on, do they? But she's insistent that you can get through this. So don't search too hard to find that peace, happiness and contentment. Just accept you feel lost at the moment. And it is natural after a huge loss. You can and you will move on. And I will be there behind the scenes cheering you on. There is a reference in the song about a mirror. So look in the mirror and define your current short and long-term goals. Think about what opportunities exist for improving your life by achieving these goals. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Develop a strategy for dealing with problems. But most of all, never give up. If you are not successful initially, then try again. Ignore feelings of laziness or the desire to quit. If you persevere, not only will you achieve your goal, you will transform the way your mind thinks. I'm hearing Patricia and Christian. Transfer that old, tired heart into a vibrant, healthy, pumping heart. Get that blood rushing through your veins and feel alive once more. This is my wish. We will see each other once more. So until then, talk, talk, talk. In fact, I feel you could help others with sharing your experience. I'm getting 1989. Again, could be just the number 19 or the number 89 that could be relevant, a door number, an age, you know, however it fits. 19th of a month, you know. 10, I'm getting number 10 as well. Alright. And because this song was Rod, so then I've got the name Rod, and the last name Stewart could be relevant too. again, take it as it resonates and leave the rest for somebody else to enjoy. Okay. I'm just hearing dancing in the moonlight for some reason as well. And jam roly-poly. Okay, going for food now. Alright. Ditto I'm hearing. May your heart heal. And lots of love sent. Okay. Well, let's go into my next message. So my next message I'm hearing, you're free now. And I have the initials K and F, X and X, C and X, F and X, F and K, and I'm seeing a big V. Okay, and the name Gerald. All right. So this soul coming through went through a painful divorce, faded love. I was flung into a world that seemed precarious and empty. I was, I guess, going through grief and loss, but didn't recognise the signs. I hated the negative connotations that the word divorce carried, and definitely did not want to go through it. It shook me. The whole experience caused mental and emotional grief. All my dreams of a future together had ended. The house was empty, and the intimate life we shared was over. I felt so very alone. I didn't know where to start with coping with this devastating change. It was hard as our families that we shared started to take sides, and friends separating too. Okay, I've just heard Sal, very loud, okay. Don't know what that means, it could be a name. Married friends no longer welcome me in the same way. The isolation was a huge, huge shock. I hadn't realised you were unfulfilled, that you didn't know what you wanted, or unhappy at the way your life was going. We had just made a commitment to think about buying a new house, so this confused me even more. Why, that's what I'm hearing. When we think about the spiritual meaning of divorce, it's a spiritual wake-up call. And he's saying I should have chosen to work hard, to heal on the deepest level. I became a victim of life and struggled to lose the life we had built together. It was so painful, very, very painful. I never did recover. I am so very sorry. And many years later, he crossed, over with a broken heart. I mean, the emotion that's coming out of this, I'm trying to hold it back, but yeah, I would just feel like I want to cry. I came away from this incarnation with so much more wisdom, and I am thankful for the chance to let others know that if this is something you are going through, please find a point where you can move on and find love or happiness once again. Just know you are beautiful, wonderful, and worthy of so much more than we all seem to be dealt at times. Shine your light. Do not allow anyone to dim it. Even if that love of your life, even if it was the love of your life that inflicted this situation on you, on some level we have agreed to learn and grow. I'm hearing Diane. Feel winter time, The house was a 3-bed house, and I feel you may have had a son as well. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming forward. All right. So moving on. So my next sign this morning was a very jolly work span. with an image of a basset hound dog. It was so cute, you know, you don't normally see that in a work span, but it was lovely. Yeah, it just really drew my eye. A man coming through called Cecil, and this dog was his beloved companion in life. And death, his best buddy. I'm being told Cecil may have had the nickname Cess for short, as this was also on the van. Okay, Cess. Oh. The van had two colours, pale blue, so I associate this shade with creativity and freedom, peace and serenity. It is idealistic and motivates self-expression and communication. He's telling me that he's at peace and wants to communicate that all is well. He's free of all that held him back here on the earth plane. He says he hated being sick and his ailing body was such a frustration to him. He got to the point of being so envious of others walking past him while he was struggling to move one foot in front of the other. Just not how he wanted to be. We kind of forget about that, don't we? You know, when you're walking past somebody who's ailing or ill, you may take a quick look and think, oh, you know, but it's a struggle. You know, remember these people have been young once, you know, they had lives that were full and, yeah, anyway. So spirituality, blue light, symbolises clear communication, or should I say light blue, an expression, protection through firm boundaries and space, and spiritual assistance. So here he's making contact, there's the spiritual assistance. Blue has the least amount of substance of all colours, which appears in nature in the translucent and essential form of the sky and waters. Yeah, water, you know. Very intuitive you become, well I do, oh gosh, everyone's talking to me in the shower or the bath when I have a bath. For this reason, spirituality, blue rather symbolises spiritual power, spirit and inner peace. Orange I see as a creative colour. So use of imagination and imaginative power, strength and vitality and positivity. Emotions, you know, personal evolution, balance. Orange symbolises the balance between the heavenly world and the terrestrial world. So as this van is an electrical company who finds faults, so I could be talking to someone who needs a house rewiring or some kind of electrical fault. I see a kitchen. So it could be around that location, or you may have a room off the kitchen. Take it as it resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And I hear the name David. I see this issue may have already been checked, but you're still having problems getting the expert help you need. He's saying this should be solved within the next month or so you'll be able to cook and bake again, do all the things that you want to. Alright. I'm hearing Martin, Julie, Kelly, and Katrina. Katrina's coming into my head as well. Alright. Thank you, that was a short one, but thank you very much. Alright, so let's get some cards out, shall we? Right. So I shuffled them earlier, so don't mind me. Because I'm always running out of time, as anyone who watches this normally knows. Stay, be good. Let's make a mess of everything. Okay. So first up, we've got the dark moon. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Now, when we have, I'm not great with moons, but the new moon occurs in the middle of this dark period, so maybe start talking about that. And normally this will be a time to process, declutter your mind and heart. Don't focus on anything or anyone apart from yourself at this time. It's good to clear things out as well and get organised, I feel. I think that if you talk about a black moon, it's an extra full moon, I believe. And it's visible, I think around the crescent or waning moon, if I remember rightly. I'm not the best at that. Don't profess to know everything about that. But anyway, so this is in the past, so maybe you've just gone through this. But now what Spirit are trying to show you is you got ready with these foundation root again. So I think everyone needs to feel really grounded at the moment, in order for all these blessings and things that we need to do to come in. It says wear a carnelian bracelet to help motivate you to bring ideas into action. Touch the stone when in need of drive. Now, carnelians, definitely creative projects, thinking about starting one, which we're thinking here, We all have this fertile brain with good ideas and the ability to conceive something that's truly wonderful. Just have that courage to take action, to make your dreams come true. Allow yourself the time to create, and this is where this time where you've just been spending time with contemplation, so you know which steps to take forward. It's not bad to think of yourself rather than those around you at times. We all need that alone time, that time to reset. As I always say, center yourself and think, hey, where we're going, especially January. January is good for that. We want to start our new what's going to happen for this 2024. So what actions do you need to do that are your passions? For instance, nothing better than doing something that you're passionate about. Like me, I love doing this because this is my passion. This is something I feel that I really, really enjoy, and it spurs me on to do more. So remember, my actions are my passions. And like I say, we need to be firmly rooted to do that. Now, for some, because this is a general reading, some people may have found it hard to find love, whether that's love with friends or a love of a project like we're seeing here. Really finding this love in this passion. And passion and love come hand in hand. So when we're thinking about making new friends, it takes bravery, but it's worth it in the end to do so. I mean, I am a bit of a loner. I spend a lot of time on my own and a lot of time creating, and well, I'm never alone because I've got loads of spirit around me, but you know what I mean. I never feel alone, and also I've got my family I live with, but even so, I do need downtime. I do need them to go to work and allow me to do what I need to be doing. But yeah, so if you've had this downtime and you're really feeling that, what about your passions? Your passion may allow you to meet somebody, So if you're looking for love or just new friends or a new interest, then start to really go back to what you were thinking about in this period. Now, this may still be happening for some of you, because this is, as I say, general. Maybe it's writing here, Maybe you like to just get all your thoughts and feelings out, or maybe you just need to write and make a list of things that you would want to do this year, and go for it. I mean, when you're thinking about Archangel Gabriel, he's the angel of family, community and communication, So, yeah, for somebody, I can see somebody with a quill pen actually writing right now as I'm, You know, write down what you want to do, because also it's showing the universe as well. When you manifest, you know, you can burn what you've written down, or you can place it under a pillar.